everyone, welcome to Ellen Overseas. Hope you are doing well. So today we are going to learn an important topic, that is screw gauge from units and measurements. The next question that would be coming in your mind, what is the use of this screw gauge? And here is the answer for the same. Like as we can measure only length as less as 10 to the power minus 4 meter by the help of vernier caliper. But what if we want to measure length as less as 10 to the power minus 5 meter? In this situation, we will use this screw gauge, and here is the basic diagram for the same. These two rods are named as jaw. At the same time, this portion is named as spindle. This line is named as main scale, whereas this line is named as circular scale. This portion is named as sleeve, whereas this portion is named as thimble. Hope it is clear. So let's move ahead to the next slide. So here in this slide, we are going to study about least count of screw gauge. So the next question I want to ask you, what is the least count of this screw gauge, or what will be the definition for the same? So here is the answer. That is, least count of any device is named as or is known as the lowest value which we can measure by the help of this device, right? So here we need a formula along with this, and here is the same that we can see. Least count of a screw gauge is equals to pitch upon total number of divisions on circular scale. So the next question that would be coming in your mind, what is pitch? And here is the answer for the same. Pitch is defined as the ratio of distance moved by the screw on the linear scale to number of full rotations given. So finally what we want to do reading, or we want to write reading. So here is the formula for the same, that is reading is equals to linear scale reading plus circular scale reading into least count. We'll definitely understand each and every point that is written here by the help of numeric problems also. Hope it is clear. So let's move ahead. Like here in this slide, we are going to study about zero error in screw gauge. But before going to this point, I want to tell you something. Like we have already created a playlist of more informative videos like this, and link is also given in the description. So if you want to enjoy more informative videos like this, kindly go through the description and click on the link. But before going to that point, come back here so that we can understand more important points regarding this screw gauge. Let's see. What is written here? Zero error in screw gauge. But before that, I want to tell you no zero error condition, how you will find it. So for this, you need to make an arrangement. What kind of arrangement? There should be no body present in between the two jaws of the screw gauge, right? And at the same time, what you will find? You will find zero of circular scale will be in the level of zero of main scale when there is no object is present in between the two jaws of the screw gauge. And this situation is named as no zero error, right? But still, sometime we will definitely find some error in this screw gauge. Because of what? Because of extra material on jaws. And this situation is going to create zero error in case of screw gauge. So definitely in next slide, we are going to study about types of zero error in case of screw gauge. So basically there are two types of zero error in case of screw gauge. The first one is positive zero error and the second one is negative zero error. So let's move ahead. Here in this slide, we are going to study about positive zero error. What is positive zero error? So positive zero error is a situation in which you are going to find there should be no object in between the jaws of the screw gauge. First thing. Now the second thing that you are going to observe here, zero of circular scale is below the zero of main scale. This is zero of circular scale and this is zero of main scale. And you can see zero of circular scale is below the zero of main scale. Now in next point, what is your aim? Your aim is to find this positive zero error. And here is the formula also, that is positive zero error is equals to number of division of circular scale on main scale into least count will give you positive zero error. So let's move ahead to the next point, that is correct reading. How we will write correct reading? So correct reading will be equals to reading that we have already studied in our previous slide. How we can calculate this reading? Minus zero error will give you the final correct reading. Hope it is clear to you. So let's move ahead to the next slide. Like here in this slide, we are going to study about negative zero error, right? Again, we need to focus at a point, that is, there should be no object present in between the two jaws of this screw gauge. And then in this situation, what you will notice, zero of circular scale is above the zero of main scale. Zero of main scale. And this situation will be considered under what? Negative zero error. And here is the formula for the calculation of negative zero error. Let's see. Negative zero error is equals to total division on circular scale minus number of division of circular scale on main scale into least count. So this formula is going to give you what? Negative zero error. But at the end, what we want? We want correct reading. So again, the formula of correct reading will remain same. That is reading minus zero error. Hope it is clear to you. So let's move ahead to the next slide. Like here in this slide, we are going to solve a very basic question based on screw gauge. Let's see what is written here. What is the diameter of sphere shown in figure? Pitch of screw gauge is 1 mm and number of divisions in circular scale is 50. Here we have pitch as well as number of division in circular scale is given in the question. What is our aim? Our aim is to find diameter of sphere, right? So in this situation, first of all, we should calculate least count. And what was the formula of least count? Pitch. Least count is equals to pitch upon number of division on circular scale. So from this point, what we can say? We can clearly write here. Pitch is 1 mm. So just write here 1 mm divided by 50. Why? Because number of division in circular scale are 50. So what I will write here? I can easily write here 1 upon 50, or it's better to write it as 0.1 upon 5 mm. And after solving this part, what you are going to find? 0.02 mm. Right? Now I am going to convert this thing to cm. That means centimeter. So what I will write? 0.002 cm will be the correct value for least count. Now what we want to do? We want to calculate positive zero error. So here I am going to solve the same. Like positive zero error will be is equal to number of circular scale lying in the reference with what? Main scale. So here you can see 5 is the division which is lying in the reference of main scale. So therefore from this point, what we will say? We will say positive zero error will be is equals to 5 into least count. And what is the value that we have calculated there? For least count, here 5 will remain as it is, and here what I will write? 0.002. After solving this part, what you are going to write? 0.010 centimeter is nothing but what? Positive zero error. Hope it is clear. So at this point, we have already done with what? Least count and positive zero error. Now it's time to find out the reading. So let's come back here. For reading, what we are going to do? We are going to work with this situation where I am going to arrange this sphere in between the jaws. Now here in this situation, you can see like 14th division of circular scale. 14th division of circular scale is lying in the reference level with what? Main scale. And here this is 1.2 and the next one will be definitely 1.3. So this line, this circular scale is coming in between the two. That means our reading will be greater than 1.2 but less than 1.3. So let's start finding the reading. So here what I will write? Reading will be is equal to 1.2 plus 1.2 plus 14 into least count, right? So in next step, what I will write 1.2 plus 14 into 0.002. After solving this part, what I will write 1.2 plus 0.028. And after solving this point, what I will write 1.228 centimeter will be the correct answer for reading. But this is only for reading. But our screw gauge also have some positive zero error. So therefore, what I will write? Therefore, correct reading. Correct reading will be is equals to reading minus zero error. Positive zero error, right? So I am also going to put here the value, that is 1.228 minus 0.010. After solving this part, what you are going to find? 8121. Then finally what you are getting? 1.218 centimeter will be the correct reading. Hope it is clear to you. So let's move ahead to the next slide. Like here in this slide, again we are going to solve a direct question from NEET 2020. Let's see what is written here. A screw gauge has least count of 0.01 mm and there are 50 divisions in its circular scale. The pitch of the screw gauge is, and here we have 4 options also, right? So here in this slide, first of all, we need to write the formula of least count. Least count is equal to pitch upon number of division on circular scale. What is our aim? Our aim is to find pitch. Therefore, what we can write? We can easily write here pitch is equals to least count into number of divisions on circular scale, right? Now, what is the value of least count that is given in the question? It is 0.01. 0.01 mm. Multiply this with 50. What we are going to find? We are going to find here 5, 0. It will be, I can also write it as 5 into 10. 5 into 10. So in next step, what I will do? I can write it as 0.1 into 5. So in next step, it is coming 0.5 mm will be the correct answer. And the same thing you can see here, it is given in our option number 4, that is 0.5 mm is the correct option. Therefore, option number 1, 2 and 3 will be the wrong option. Hope it is clear to you. So let's move ahead to the next slide. Like here in this slide, again we are going to solve a direct question from NEET 2018. Let's see what is written here. A student measured the diameter of a small steel ball using screw gauge of least count 0.001 cm. So I'm just going to underline it also. Least count is this one. The main scale reading is 5 mm and 0 of circular scale division coincides with 25 division above the reference level. If the screw gauge has a zero error of minus 0.004 centimeter, the diameter of the ball is, and here we have 4 options also. But this time I am not going to solve this because I am going to give you this question in your homework. So try this question by yourself and send me the answer in the comment box. I am waiting for your response. Don't forget to send me the answer in the comment box. And here is a big thank you from my end. If you have any doubt, query, suggestion, feel free to text us in the comment box. We'll definitely try to reach you within 24 hours. Till the time, bye-bye and take care everyone.